Hello, awesome fourth graders, and welcome to our Day 8 Packet 5 math task. If you're working on Google Classroom, this might say Day 3 of Packet 5 Week 2 math task. So today's math problem is a little bit different. You've seen some of these as you've worked, but this one especially is an open-ended math problem. So a math problem that has multiple answers is called open-ended. That means there's more than one answer and often requires you to think and make connections beyond what is easy to see or do. So I'm going to get you started, but what I want you to remember is that there's so many different answers to this problem. As long as you can back up your answer with evidence from what you see, from what you observe, you should get this answer correct. So the questions we're looking at is which one do you think doesn't belong and why? Then you're going to ask your family friends which one they think doesn't belong and why, and you're going to record those answers there. If you record your family friends' answers, then that's going to count towards your 5C skill collaboration, so that will count towards your badge this week. So what we have here is we have a cube, a triangular prism, a rectangular prism, and a cylinder. These are all examples of 3D shapes. So in order to answer this question about what doesn't belong, we're going to have to observe with our eyes and think about what we see and what we notice. What do we see and notice about each one? There are so many things to notice. We have our faces. We have these edges. We have vertices. So there's different things we can discuss in these. So you can talk about the face shapes. You can talk about the number of edges. You can talk about the number of vertices. But the most important thing to remember is to look at this and say, what do I notice? Which ones look like they go together? Which ones look like they don't? And in this case, this is geometry. So you're going to have to use math terms in your answers, but your math terms are going to be about shapes. Shape boards are math terms. So even if you just talk about the shapes themselves, those are math terms. If you talk about the edges, that's a math vocabulary term. Vertices, that's a math vocabulary term. Faces, math vocabulary term. So even though you're not necessarily using all numbers in this one, you will still be using math terms. And of course, numbers can still come into play because there are things in these images that you can count, correct? So as you count those numbers can also go in there. So the most important thing is there's so many different answers to this question, but you need to use what you see, use your math vocabulary to tell me what doesn't belong and why. We can't wait to hear your thoughts and your thinking on this. Remember, there's several right answers, so be confident in what you choose. And even if you choose something different than the family and friends who you ask, that's okay. Because as long as you back up your thinking and they back up theirs, you could both be right. I hope this helped out a little bit. If you have any questions, make sure to contact your 4th grade teacher. And I hope we see some of you at our 11 to 12 Zoom help sessions daily. Contact your teacher for info on that. Thank you so much, 4th grade. Remember, we're better together. Can't wait to talk to you again. Bye.